Okay, good morning, children. Uh, I think you don't know me. I am your new teacher, and I'm handling high school section for maths. So, my name is K. Padmanabha Rao. Let me write my name on the board so that it will be easy for you to remember. So from today onwards, I'll be going to handle 8th, 9th, 10th maths as well as 10th some physics they are told. So we'll go with that also. First, let me start with the maths for 10th standard. So before going into the deep subject of 10th standard, I don't know how much of you gone through the subject of 9th standard. So firstly, let us just a bridge course for 9th standard because we don't know what we have done since last 3 to 4 months, because already exam is over and everything is completed, so you will be busy with games and other activities and everything. So if you start directly the 10th standard, it will be very difficult for you to understand the subject very neatly. So before going this, I'll give you some bridge courses which you have studied already in 9th standard. So let us start what we have studied in 9th standard. Let us flash up with the 9th standard clearly. Because if you don't flash up 9th standard, it will be very difficult for you to understand 10th standard, because 10th standard is a continuation of 9th standard syllabus. There are more than 5 to 6 chapters where the continuation goes on, which you have studied in 9th standard. So if you don't understand the themes and regulars of 9th standard correctly, now it will be difficult for you to understand what you will study in 10th standard. Nearly there are main 4 to 5 chapters which requires the basement of 9th standard. So I think you all remember the formulas and everything. So let us fresh up with the formulas. So what we have studied in 9th standard. So let us start with the formulas. So what do you mean by formula generally? When I ask the question formula or formula is the singular form, formula is the plural form. If I ask what are formulas, then you may give the answers. A plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Then what does it mean then? Why you want those formulas then? Where you use those formulas then? So we have in detail, so what we are going to do today. So I'll give some formulas. So you note it down in your notes clearly, and you should be perfect with these formulas. At least I'll give you 14 formulas which are based and which is a continuation for your 10th standard. If you are perfect with these 14 formulas, then only you will score good marks in maths in 10th standard. Without these formulas, it is very difficult to score good marks in 10th standard. So let us write what are the formulas, what are the 14 formulas. They are simple formulas which I already studied in 8th and 9th also, but to go for the flashback. So what you have remembered, how much you remember. Many may not remember, some may remember. So totally I will make you to go with these formulas. Make sure, I am requesting you again and again, make sure to be perfect with these formulas. Or else you do one thing, you can take a chart, write the formulas in the chart, you can place it anywhere in your home, whether it may be a kitchen room, whether it may be a hall, dining hall, TV, whatever it is. So you can go through these formulas regularly, because these formulas not only helpful in 10th standard, but also if you take science or commerce in PUC first year and second standard, these formulas are very important. These are simple formulas which I already studied. Once again we will go through these formulas one by one. So take down all children, take down one by one all the formulas here, and the first formula goes here. So what is a plus b and a minus b? I think this you already studied in 9th also. Very simple one. A plus b and a minus b is, so it is a square minus b square. This is the first one. It looks very simple, but it is very important for you in 10th standard, because we have 2 chapters, the polynomials and quadratic equations, where you study, and trigonometry also and analytical geometry also. Without these formulas, there is no chapters like this. The second one is a plus b whole square What is a plus b whole square? It is a simple one. I think you have studied already in 8th and 9th also. So once again, I will repeat it. Copy these formulas, practice it. If you want, you can write 5 times to 6 times each formula, and you can practice these formulas. So a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. I will explain you what you mean by these formulas. So many of you know what the formula is, but what is the meaning of the formula is very important here. Okay, that I will explain you afterwards after copying these formulas. And third one is a minus b whole square. This is a square plus b square minus 2a. This is also one problem. This is a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. And the fourth one is x plus a into x plus b. This equals to x square plus x of a plus b plus ab. So x plus a, x plus b. One thing I want to tell you clearly, observe the variables here. X and a are the variables here. First of all, I want to make you know what you mean by variable and constant. Do you understand what is variable and what is constant? I don't think do you remember what is variable. What is variable then? See, for example, I will show you what you mean by variable. Why will write a plus b, x plus a, x plus b only? Why not other numbers? Why can't we use other numbers? Why these words or letters are used? For example, if I take 2, 2 is a variable or a constant? 2 is a variable. Sorry, 2 is constant. And if I take x, x is a variable. So you may think, what is the difference between a constant and a variable? I'll give you a small example. For example, 2 is 2 only. It will never change the value at all. 2 means 2 only. The value never changes at all. But the x value may change at any time. For example, if I take 2x, if I take x equals to 2, then what happens to 2 then here? 2. Substitute the value of x here. What is x here? 2. This equals to 2 into 2, it becomes 4. See, the value is going on changing here. If we take x equals to 3, then it is 2 into 3 equals to 6. See here, first it was 2, second time it was 4, third it was 6. So the variable goes on changing its value when the variable value goes on changing. Whereas 2 remains the same here. Here we have 2, here we have 2, here we have 2. So there is no change in the constant at all. What changes is here, what is changing is here is the value of x only. If you go on changing the value of x, there will be change in the value of 2 also, because 2 is a constant, but whereas x is a variable. So this is the difference between the constant and the variable. Now let us go with the next formula. So x plus a, x plus b, x plus c. See here you have two terms. First term is x plus a and second term is x plus b. You come here, you have three terms here. First one is x plus a, second one is x plus b, and third one is x plus b. So this goes on changing. This is the fundamentals which you should know very clearly, or else it will be very tough to understand the 10th syllabus. So what is x plus a into x plus b into x plus c then? Let us see. X cube plus x square of a plus b plus c of plus x into AB plus BC plus CA into plus ABC. Sorry. So this is a new formula for you. You have in 9th standard only, but this you don't have in 9th standard only, but you don't have continuation in 9th standard. So it is a continuation for you in 10th standard. So we have x plus a, x plus b, x plus c, which gives x cube plus x square of a plus b plus c plus x of ab plus bp bc plus ca into plus abc. We'll put a sixth one. Let us see what is meant by sixth one. The sixth one we have is a plus b whole cube. See, here we have a plus b whole square, but we have here a plus b whole cube. And what is the difference between a plus b whole square and what is the difference between a plus b whole cube then? What makes the two difference then? That is what is a plus b whole cube then? So a plus b whole cube is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. So a plus b whole cube is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Or while doing the problems in 10th standard, we may change the formulas also, because if plus b cube comes here, it becomes minus b cube, then the formula goes a plus b whole cube minus b cube. So don't misunderstand here, everything is one and the same. The main thing what you have to do is you have to practice it, that's all. If you won't practice, you won't go with these problems very clearly. I am telling you once again and again, my concept will be to make you understand what is the topic, that how much you have understood the topic. Got it? So let us see what is again the formula. How you can write this formula in different form. The same formula you can write in different form. Or you can write it as a cube plus 3ab of a plus b plus b cube. So the same formula a plus b can be written as a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube, or while using some problems the same formula can be written in this way also, that is a cube plus 3ab plus a plus b plus b cube. You may ask, how you got this formula, sir? So okay, this is okay, the real formula. How you got this formula, sir? Then you have a doubt, how you got this formula then? See the first formula. What is the first formula we have here? A cube is there. Write a cube as it is plus. See here we have 3a square b and we have 3ab. In these two, what we can take common? I think you know how to take common because you have studied already here. So I don't go in deep in that. So in these two, which is common here, which we can take common outside? What is the procedure to common outside? So the main thing when you are taking common, the variables or the constants must be same in the both side. So here we have 3, here we have 3. So we have to take 3 outside. Then what is remaining here? In this we have a square. A square in the sense, a square is nothing but a into a. So we have 2 a's there. So in that I will take 1 a. Okay. Plus, but b will be, you cannot take b common. Why? Because b is only 1 here. If you take b common, there will be nothing will be remaining. So you cannot take b common. And what we can take in this, already we have taken 3a common. And in b square, same as it is. We have b into b. In these two, what we can take common here? We can take common here b. So in this I have taken 3a, in this 3a, in this 3a, in this 3a. In a square I have taken 1a, in b square I have taken 1b. What is remaining here is b. B is remaining or any a is remaining here? Is it right? Because I have taken 3ab here, but we have 3a square here. Can we take b common? Is it impossible to take b common? No, we cannot take b common. Why? Because b is already here. So in 2a we have taken 1a and remaining is what here? A is remaining. So I can take a outside. For example, 3 into ab into a is 3 in 3 is 3, a into a square, b nothing is there means it will be b only, plus. In this what I can take common? So already we have taken 3ab and in b only, in 2b only 1b is remaining, so I can take b. Then what is remaining here? Plus b cube. You observe this formula and this formula, they are both in the same. So why I am telling this means, while using the formulas here, so either we can write the formula in this way or we can write the formula in this way also. So it will be very helpful for you when you are solving the problem. So we can use the formulas in different types of variables and constants. So it looks very hard, but it is very, very, very silly and very important also. So let us go to the next problem then, next formula then. Can I erase the first one? I have already copied. I think you have copied the first one. A plus b whole cube is over. A cube minus b cube. So what is a cube minus b cube? Already we have studied what is a square minus b square. So what is a square minus b square? A square minus b square is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. But here we have, instead of square we have cubes here. That is a cube minus b cube. Then how we will see this then? What is the difference between these two formulas then? Here we have a square minus b square, but here we have a cube minus b cube. Let us see what is the difference between these two formulas. So a cube minus b cube is, you can write a minus b of a square plus ab plus b square. Copy the formula. The difference between, you can observe the difference here. It is a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b. But if a cube minus b cube is a minus b of a square plus ab plus b square. I am telling you again and again, these formulas will work for you in your whole life if you take major subject as science or commerce in PUC or degree. But for me the important thing is these problems are very important in 10th standard. Without these formulas we cannot move forward also. With 4 chapters, I told you already the name of the 4 chapters. Without these formulas we cannot move with these 4 chapters. So these 4 chapters, these formulas are very important for you. So I don't know what you do, you by head it or you take a A4 sheet or a sheet, write it on the paper. You can paste anywhere in your home. So that while coming and going, you can just look at the formulas there. So we say by looking, it will be very easy for you to remind also. It will be in your mind also. While you are coming or going, while you are entering in the home, while you are entering in the kitchen, wherever it is possible. This is what we used to do in our other schools also. Why? Because seeing is more important than listening. Listening, I think according to the science, it stays in your mind for 8 to 9 seconds. But when you see this, it remains in your mind for nearly 20 to 25 seconds. That is the difference between seeing and listening. So when I talk to you, it will be very easy for you to listen and very easy for you to understand. But the same formula, if I erase and make you write once again, so you will be unable to write it. Why? Because why you cannot unable to write it? Because in our mind, according to the science, it remains only for 6 to 8 seconds or 6 to 7 seconds. That's why we will be telling 100 times reading is better, is good if you write it for 2 times. 100 times is better, or 2 times is better than 100 times writing. If you write 100 times, it is equal to 2 times writing. So anything, any problem, not only the math subject, science, if you take maths, if you take other subjects also, you have to put it on the paper. When you put it on the paper, when you write it, when you note it on the paper, it remains in your mind for a long time. That is the reason wherever you go, they make you to write, but not make you to speak out. Why writing is so important. So practice writing. So if you write it, if you practice on the paper, it will be good for you. Let us move for another formula. So this is a simple one. In the second formula, I think, if you remember the second formula, you written a plus b whole square. But here we have only 2 terms, that is a plus b. But here we have 3 terms. I think this you have studied in 9th standard, but they will not go in deep in 9th standard according to the NCERT subject what you are given today, because these problems you will find only in 10th standard. So I am making it to go perfect with these formulas, because we have only 2 terms here, that is a plus b whole square, and we have 3 terms here, a plus b plus c whole square. This is very easy for you to understand and to write, because a plus b whole square, anyone can tell it is a square plus b square plus 2abc. But if I ask what is a plus b plus c whole square, then you will be in dilemma, you will be not knowing what to write, because we have here 3 terms, but you have here only 2 terms. Let us see what is meant by 3 terms here, a plus b plus c whole square. How you can write it in 3 terms, and what is the formula for this to write this formula in 3 terms here. Write down. First one is a square plus b square plus c square plus a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. So many students will have one doubt. So how to remember the AB and BC and CA and 2A? I will give you a small example here. You can take A, B, C. Take the 2 variables. A is 1 variable, B is 1 variable, C is 1 variable. So how to remember AB plus BC plus C? It is very simple. First you write AB, then you write BC. Okay, got it? Very simple. First you can go with AB, then you can go with BC, and then you can come again to CB or CA. AB plus BC plus CA directly. So it is very easy for you to understand AB plus BC plus CA. This is the problem, how you can remember these formulas. So let us go to the next formula. A to the power of 4 plus a square b square plus b to the power of 4. So what is the formula for this thing? So we have a to the power of 4 plus a square b square plus b to the power of 4, and the formula is a square plus b square plus c square of a square plus b square minus AB. I think you are copying the problems here, so don't neglect these formulas. Copy the formulas as it is. Why? Because if you don't understand these formulas, it will be very tough for me to make you understand what is in 10th standard. The last one. 10th one instance, you will have some other also. So the next one is, here we have a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So what is the formula for this? So a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So let us see what is the formula for this then. So we have here a plus b plus c, a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. Or the same formula we can write in another form also. That is, what is that formula? So we can write this formula in this way also, that is of, you can write it as a plus b plus c and a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus, I will write down here, c minus a whole square. So the formula we have here, it is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc can be written in the two forms also. The first form I told you already, that is a plus b plus c of a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca, or the same formula you can write in this form noted also, that is half of a plus b plus c of a minus b plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square. The next one, we have a plus b plus c minus 3abc the same formula I am writing here. I will change the formula. A plus b plus c whole cube minus a cube minus b cube minus c cube. This can be written as 3 of a plus b of b plus c of c plus a. Or the same formula you can write it as this first formula, and the 12th one is, write down a plus b of b plus c of c plus a. This you can write it as a plus b plus c of ab plus bc plus ca minus abc. Okay, I'll give 2 minutes time just to copy these formulas. So I have given you 12 formulas. These 12 formulas are very important for you, so you will understand more and more in 10th standard, because these formulas will be repeated again and again in 10th standard. So please, I request you to copy these formulas by head the formulas, or else it will be no use of going with the 10th standard with those syllabus. These are very important formulas, so copy them. This class, because I want to know how much you are, so how much curiosity you have in maths, because many of you may think that when you see the formulas they are totally tough, so we cannot go with the maths. Maths is like a subject where we cannot understand anything, but don't be disagree with these things. Take it out of everything from your mind, because maths is the only subject and more interesting subject where you can score out of score. Because if I write 2 plus 2, I'm giving a small example for you. You cannot write 5. Okay, if I write 2 plus 2, everyone must write it is 4 only. Because according to me, sir, I will write 4, I will write 5, I will write 6. No, it is impossible. So you have to write 4 only. That is the important of maths. We cannot change anything in maths. Maths is as easy as anything, just you follow the steps one by one by one by one. So I will teach you each step in one by one, so that will be very easy for you to understand. So don't neglect the subject, because this is the only subject where you feel little bit of tough for some students, not for all, for some. So don't go with that one. So practice it, practice and practice. When you practice it, then only you can get more marks. For example, I'll do one small thing here. I think yesterday you have seen, I think she's Sindhu, no sir? She got badminton, Sindhu. She was Sindhu. Last Olympics also she won silver medal. But this year also she won bronze medal. If she thinks that, so today I have won silver medal, so why to practice? If I not practice directly, I can go to Olympics and I can win silver medal. Is it possible? It is impossible. For your kind information, what she told yesterday is she used to practice at least 4 to 6 hours per day. 4 to 6 hours per day, alone and along with the coach 3 to 4 hours. Now see the result today. She got bronze medal. No problem. At least she got bronze medal, because the whole credit goes to the practice. We have one saying in maths, practice, you know already, practice makes the man perfect. Until practice, you won't get anything. So where it is a badminton, where it is I think you are more interested in cricket matches also. Thinking that today we won the match, so tomorrow we will not go to the practice, it doesn't mean that. Because they have to practice regularly, then only their fitness will be there. They can score, they can win the matches. In the same way, it is as simple as playing cricket matches. I think many of you will go to the ground to play cricket matches. Why you practice daily then? If there is a match, you can go directly and play the match, no? But why you practice daily? Practice needs, because in practice you'll get some techniques where you will not get directly in the matches also. Or else you will not become perfect. So my kindly sincere request is practice it. If you practice it, nothing can change. No one can change you. This is the result of today we got Sindhu with bronze medal, and weightlifting we got silver medal. Today we have to see what happens to the hockey team also, girls hockey team also. So I wish you all the best for today itself. So tomorrow I will continue the classes, but don't sit idle today. Write in a chart, practice it, and tomorrow let me see how many of you have practiced it. Tomorrow I am going to ask each one question. No way, it may be offline, online classes also, but I have right to ask the questions also. So I may ask anyone. So practice it and give me the answer tomorrow. Thank you, children.